Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to my channel. Today we are going to learn English chapter of class 9, and it's actually a poem. And the name of the poem is "The Grass Is Really Like Me," and it's written by Kishwar Nahid. So let us learn this poem today. But students, if you are seeing my video for the first time, do subscribe this channel and press the bell icon so that you get the notifications of my upcoming videos. And if you like the video, please hit the like button too and share it among your friends. So let's learn about the poet. We have this poetess here who has written this poem, and her name is Kishwar Nahid. She was born in Bulandshahr in Uttar Pradesh in 1940, and she is one of the best known women poets of Pakistan. She has written many ghazals, and she has also written for children and for the daily newspaper, namely Jung. And she used to write poetries for these newspapers and all. And the poetry which she has written has been translated into English and Spanish languages also. And her well-known poem is "We Sinful Women," and it was translated and edited by Rukhsana Ahmed, and it was published in London by the Women's Press in 1991. So one such poem is what we are going to read today. That is "The Grass Is Really Like Me," and it was also originally written in Urdu by Kishwar Nahid, but it was translated into English by Rukhsana Ahmed. So this is about the poetess here. Now let us know about the poem in brief. So the poem here, it is addressing the challenges faced by women. As you see, the title itself suggests the grass is really like me. Me here is the poet is trying to compare her life with the grass, and here we see the challenges which are faced by the woman, and the poet is somehow finding the similarity between her life and the life of a grass, and how she is comparing it, how she is bringing the similarity out of it. Let's learn this in the poem stanza wise. Okay. So in the first stanza, the poetess has written like this: "The grass is also like me. It has to unfurl underfoot to fulfill itself. But what does its wetness manifest? A scorching sense of shame or the heat of emotion?" Here the poetess is saying that the grass is also like me. Here me is used for resembling the whole woman folk, especially the whole woman folk. So she's using the word me, and she's like comparing the grass is like me, like the whole woman folk. It has to grow. Unfurl means it has to open up under the foot of others to fulfill itself, means how the grass grows and it is always below under the foot of the people who walk through it. Same way the woman's desires and their hopes, whatever they're having, they have to be underfoot of the dominating class always. They cannot come up. Then she says, but what does its wetness manifest? The moist of the grass. You know, the grasses are moist because they absorb water in it. In the same way, the woman is also having a wetness. Is it a scorching sense of shame? Is it because of the tears or the scorching pain which she is having, which in spite of working so hard and trying to open up, she is not able to do that. She is being suppressed, or it is the heat of emotion, or because she's angry but she's not able to retaliate her anger or speak up, that makes her wet, like moist. So this is how the grass and its qualities are being compared with the woman's life here. Then in the second stanza, the grass is also like me. As soon as it can raise its head, the lawnmower, obsessed with the flattening it into velvet, mows it down again. So here the poetess says that again she's repeating the same line. The grass is also like me, and she says, as soon as it raises its head, as soon as the grass starts to grow, the lawnmower, the one who take cares of the garden or the lawn, they try to trim away all the grasses which are grown. So as soon as the grass is grown, the lawnmower sees the grass is growing up, it's raising its head, it comes and with a big obsessed flattened machine, and what does it they do? They just flatten the whole entire garden into a velvet type. means they cut off everything and mows it down again and again make them to fall down and be short, be under the foot. So this is how the woman's life when the women try to raise their head, to raise their voices, to just they try to come up with the solution for the problems which they are having. They do not want to be dominated by others. Some of the upper class people, they come and they try to suppress them, and again they make them to fall down. Again they cut them, in the sense they suppress them, and they are again mowed down. So here again the life of the woman and the grass is related in a similar manner. Then, how you strive and endeavor to level women down too, but neither the earth's nor woman's desire to manifest life dies. Take my advice. The idea of making a food pot was a good one. So here the poet says, however hard work you do, however strive you do, however endeavor means the you try to come up with new ideas to show the woman the downer level, the most lower level, but neither the earth can stop to grow grass, nor the woman's desire to come up will die anytime. Like for example, they're saying how much ever you try to cut the grass, it is never going to stop, it is again going to raise and grow. In the same way, how much ever you try to suppress a woman in the life, in the world, they are not going to die. They will be having and coming up with the desire, and they will come again against dominated class. So it's better that the poet is saying that take my advice, you give the way. Idea of making a footpath was a good one. Was it means here to give a way for a woman so that they can go ahead instead of suppressing them. That will be a good idea. She's just giving them a advice. Then further she says, those who cannot bear the scorching defeat of their courage are grafted onto the earth. That's how they make way for the mighty, but they are merely straw, not grass. The grass is really like me. Then in the last stanza, the poetess says that the one who is not able to bear the people, the person, the woman who are not able to bear the defeats, the pain which they are getting from the courage, from the people, from the society, the courage are grafted. Means it has been just thrown out on the earth, it has been just inserted in the inside the earth, and that is how the stronger ones, the dominated ones, get the mighty power, and they go more above, they become more dominated here, because you are just giving up and you are just falling under in the ground. This is giving away to the mighty people, and they become more stronger, but they are merely straw, not grass. So these kind of people who are not able to bear the defeats and all, they just become a straw. Like straw is a dried grass which you can see here, and it is just useless, no use of it is used for nothing except for the cows to feed, or some packages, to do some packages and all. So it's just a waste, it's just a straw, and it's not a grass. Then again in the last she says the grass is really like me. Like the entire life, the entire things which is going on with the life of the grass is in the same way the woman is also facing it. They are not able to come up because of these dominating classes which are always behind them and keep on suppressing them. But the women will also not give up, and they will keep on raising their voices. So this is how so beautifully the poetess has expressed her feelings and compared the similarities between the grass and the women folk. I hope you understood the poem. So let's move with the figure of speech, the literary devices we find in the poem. And the figure of speeches we find here are, the first one you can say it's simile. What a simile means is when direct comparison is made between two things, it is said to be a simile. For example, you can say the first line, the grass is also like me. Your grass is compared to the woman folk. Me is nothing but woman folk. She's using me word here because she herself is also a woman, and and you are using the word like, which is just a direct comparison, so it becomes simile figure of speech. In the same manner, we have second, personification. When quality of an animate object, a living thing, is given to an inanimate object or any other thing, then it is said to be a personification figure of speech. For example, here we have the line, as soon as it can raise its head, the lawn mower, obsessed with the flattening it into velvet, mows it down again. Here, raising its head. this is the quality of a human being, you can say a person. But here we are giving this quality in the grass. We are seeing this quality in the grass, that it raises head. That means it is growing. So here this makes it personification, because personified, a human quality is given here. So it becomes personification. Then comes metaphor. Metaphor again is an indirect comparison which is done, and it is said to be a metaphor. Here you see that indirectly the comparison is done without using the words like and as. For example, you have the line, but they are merely straw, not grass. The one who's just falling off due to the defeat, the one who's giving up because of the defeat, are compared to the straw. The defeated people are compared to the straw. So here comparison is done, they are compared to a straw, so it becomes the metaphor figure of speech. So we have seen three figure of speeches here: simile, personification, and metaphor. I hope it was clear to you all, the poem also and the figure of speeches also. And thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Thank you once again for watching it.